Hello, my name is Karen Knox, and I'm the director at the Orion Township Public Library. Welcome to this edition of Orion at Your Library. In this episode of Orion at Your Library, we're going to hear from Gina Crowther talking about some of our outreach services, and then later you'll hear from the Friends of the Library about their Gala event. All this and more coming up on this episode of Orion at Your Library. Next up, you'll hear from Gina Crowther, the Outreach Services Coordinator for the library, talking about some of our services, especially for seniors, as well as other services that we do outside the library building.
Hi, I'm Gina Crowther, and I'm the Outreach Services Coordinator here at the Orion Township Public Library. The purpose of the Outreach Department is to bring the library out into the community. We service not just our senior citizens, but any non-traditional library user who maybe doesn't normally come into the library. We do this through many different ways. For example, over at the Orion Center, we have a small branch library with a large selection of large print books, books on CD, and 4 public use computers. We also have an outreach clerk there, Dolores, who is available from 10 to 3, Monday through Friday, to help patrons. Another way we bring our services out into the community is through our homebound book delivery service. One of our outreach clerks brings materials to patrons who are unable to make it to the library and picks up those same materials when they are done reading them. We also have computer classes here at the main library and at the Orion Center, just specifically for senior citizens. We also have some really great programs that we provide to the community. One of those programs is our Next Chapter Book Club. We meet every week at a restaurant in downtown Lake Orion and we read a book. This group is for developmentally disabled adults and enables them to take part in a book club just as anyone else would. We also have programs at various senior living facilities in Lake Orion. At the Board's Healthcare, we go once a month and provide arts and crafts programs, reading programs, bingo, and all sorts of other fun stuff. We also go to the Heritage Place Senior Apartments. We do a Movie of the Month program, and we also have a very active book discussion there. In outreach services, we're always looking for new ways to bring the library to the community. Hopefully in the future, we'll have a tablet where we'll be able to go out and do programming throughout the community, issuing library cards on the spot, and checking out materials to patrons wherever we may be. Be sure to look for outreach services in the community at upcoming events such as the Flower Fair and Barn Days. The Orion Library has partnered with the Oakland Talking Book Services. What you are able to do is if you are physically unable to read a book, whether it's through poor vision or some other handicap, you can fill out an online application or pick up a paper application here at the library, and you are eligible to have audio books and an audio player delivered right to your door through the mail service. This is an excellent service that is available for you right here through your library. Next, I'd like you to meet one of our newest additions to the Orion Township Public Library. Jill Baker is our new Outreach Services Clerk, and you may see her around the community delivering homebound materials and running certain outreach programs.
Hi, I'm Jill Baker. I'm the Outreach Services Clerk here at Orion Library. I'm responsible for actually delivering the books to our homebound patrons. What I do is I call them ahead of time, and I choose books according to their particular likes. If they like a genre, like mysteries, I pick them out for them, and then we have a profile that helps us choose the books. I also do other outreach services with adults with disabilities. We have a book club, and go to certain nursing homes where we run programs to bring the services to them from my library.
ONTV is proud to bring local government meetings to the community live on Comcast Channel 20 and AT&T UVerse Channel 99. However, if you're unable to watch the meetings on their original broadcast date, you can watch replays on our website at a time that best fits your viewing schedule. Visit orionontv.org and click on the large Meetings on Demand button on the left side of our homepage. Then click the month and year of the meeting you are looking for. You will be presented with a list of meetings for that month. Click on the meeting you wish to watch and then click on the View Select Program button. The media player features a play pause button, a scrub bar, volume bar, and a full screen mode. You can also skip ahead by clicking on the indexed agenda items below the video. ONTV hopes to continue to make not only the meetings, but all of our programming accessible online through our website and our YouTube channel. For more information, visit orionontv.org or call us at 248-693-3377. ONTV, bringing your government to you.
And now you will hear from some of the friends of the library. They're having an exciting event at the library coming up at the end of April, and they want to tell you all about it.
We are Kat Bellinger and Patty Warwick, and we are with the Friends of the Orion Township Library. And we are here to tell you a little bit about who we are, what we do, and our upcoming events.
Thanks, Patty. And who we are is the Friends of the Orion Township Public Library. Basically, our only goal is to raise funds to help support programming at the library. And Patty, what kind of programming have we been doing recently?
Well, these are only a few that we're going to be doing during the month of March and April. There are many others, but this is only an example of what we have been able to help fund and that our patrons find interesting. This upcoming Saturday we have Paint Creek Boys Bluegrass Concert. We also have the Battle of the Books, which has been going on for quite a few years already.
Yep.
And it's a great event in the community. I mean, the children and their parents enjoy it a lot, and it's pretty big, and we're very proud to be an important part of this. Then also we have on April 14th, a conference called 1,000 Mile Great Lakes Walk. And for the teens, we were recently able to fund an Iron Chef competition, which was a lot of fun. And pretty soon we're gonna have sushi making. So these are only a few of the things that without the funds that are provided by the Friends, we wouldn't be able to have at all in our library.
So tell me, Patty, one thing is, did the Friends pay for us to be here in Italy? Or why are we here, I guess?
Well, in order for us to be able to fund these programs, of course, we have to do a series of events so that our friends and our patrons can help us raise these funds. So one of the things that we're going to do this year is a gala. We did one last year. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We went to Paris last
That's
year.
right, Paris.
And this year we're going to Rome, and we know it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep.
So our gala is going to be on April 26th.
Okay.
And it's going to be from 7 to 10 p.m. Like I said, last year was a lot of fun. And
It's kind of late for the kids to be up, isn't it?
Well, it's not for kids. It's only for parents. It should give everybody an opportunity just to get some time off for themselves, have a nice evening out with friends.
A little romance in Rome, eh?
Yeah, would that be nice?
So, how much is this free then for the public to come?
No, remember that we need money to fund our programs.
We're raising funds, that's right.
Yeah, tickets are now available at the library, and they can be bought online or in person. And tickets are $40 a person or $75 if they're bought two at a time. So if it's for a couple, $75.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yes.
So they get to come and see all the architecture of Rome, or as best we can at the library. What about other things? Are they having food or entertainment or whatever? I wonder.
Yes, we're having food, we're having all kinds of entertainments, but why don't we invite, some other friends to come and talk about it?
Oh, see, okay.
Hi, we're here with George Sinat, and George is going to be in charge of the entertainment, well, music. Music in particular, yes, in our upcoming gala. So, George, what can you tell us about it?
Well, we're going to have a great evening of music, I can tell you that. Most of the musicians that we have actually are from the North Oakland Concert Band. So we've got a great group of very accomplished musicians. And we're going to start with a woodwind. Actually, we have two areas within the library where we'll feature continuous entertainment. We have two groups in each area. Each group will play for 30 minutes. And in one area, we're going to have the Woodwind Quintet, which features a lot of music from good old Italian music, right? Which is the whole theme of the thing. So we're going to be doing a lot of Italian music, and it's going to be a woodwind quintet, which is made up of, primarily woodwinds, obviously. And that's going to be a great group. And also in that same area, we're going to have a group called Reasonable Facsimile. Reasonable Facsimile played at the library last year and was a great hit. There are two people that do multi-instrumental music, and they've played at the several festivals, and they do a great job. They played at the library last year and were a big hit.
Yes.
In addition to that, we have a group called the Gentlemen Singers.
Oh.
The Gentlemen Singers is a men's choir, and they were formed actually back in the 1930s, and they're started out as a singing group for General Motors, and they're still active today.
Oh.
So we've got a great group of singers coming in, and they will be doing a lot of traditional choir type tunes, and we're going to try to get them to do as many Italian tunes as we possibly can. And the last group that we have is the North Oakland Dixieland Band, and that's been a very popular group around the area, and I kind of like that group because it's a group that I run.
Oh.
So we'll be doing Dixieland Band. We'll be doing some Italian tunes as well. And we've got a new feature this year. Last year when we were playing, we combined a couple of tunes with the Gentlemen Singers. So we had the Gentlemen Singers choir group singing along with the Dixieland Band. And that went so well last year in a couple of tunes that we did that we're going to extend it this year. And we're going to use the Dixieland Band as a backup group for some of the tunes that the Gentlemen Singers are going to be doing.
I remember it was so much fun last year that some of the people were dancing there.
Oh yeah,
And
we're gonna expand the dance floor this year. We're going to allow people to dance, and it should be fun.
I was on a wheelchair last year, and it was torture just to have to sit there and not be able to participate, in the dancing. But this year was different.
Well, your chair was rocking, as I remember, back and forth, so it was great.
Yeah, well, thank you, George. And then why don't we invite some other friends to tell us about, the food, because obviously we're going to have music, but it's nice to have music with nice food.
You're right.
Yes, well, thank you.
Thank you.
I will welcome back, Pat.
Oh, glad to be here.
We would like to hear a little bit more about food.
Oh, my favorite subject.
And wine tasting, which was a
Wine
big hit last year.
It certainly was. Remember, this is wine tasting, not wine drinking. And but there's plenty of wine. We actually have two vendors, if you will. One is Oxford Beer and Wine up in Oxford, and they'll be bringing in a couple of organizations which sell the wine, and they'll be specific more or less to Italy this year. And then in addition to that, we're going to have 51 North, which he doesn't sell bottled wine, he just serves it as a restaurant and he makes his own. So it's quite a treat to have both of them and be in similar locations last year. Remember last year we had people, we're trying to utilize the library to get people to see, not only support the library, but to see the library itself and become more aware of its potentials and the good work it does. So this way we have two different locations for the wine tasting. Then we're going to make it more interesting with lots of food. We have a number of restaurants have contributed food, and they'll be in different areas of the library. So they're small plate serving, so you can walk around, do a little entertainment, play a little bocce, drink a little wine, get some more food, so forth, etc. Mangia, mangia, mangia.
That's
like
good.
They say. But that's about it, I think. We have lots of good food, desserts and appetizers, etc. So we're looking forward to everybody attending and hope to see you all there.
Well, we're here with Mary Duneau now, who is going to fill us in about the raffles that we're going to be having at our upcoming gala. So, Mary, I know you have been working really hard on this, and I know it's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun. What can you tell us about it?
Well, Lake Orion restaurants have been extremely supportive. They have almost all to the one, donated gift certificates for meals at their restaurants. So you can dine anywhere in Lake Orion, from Broadway Grill to Guido's Pizza to Jets. It just goes on and on. We have 2 major raffles for the Dine Orion basket there, because they're so big. They're each worth $500.
Wow.
They give us gift certificates such as this one from Jets Pizza.
Wow.
So you can probably, if you win this, you can probably dine there for a year. Who knows? And take your family, your husband, your wife, your friends. Some are big, some are small, but they're all really nice gift certificates to Lake Orion restaurants, and from food from Italian to American. It's wonderful. You'll have a good time if you win this basket. And participating is fun.
Yes, and it is also very exciting and, it makes me very proud just to see how all the businesses, or most of the businesses in our community, really want to participate and make sure that this gala really succeeds.
Yes, you're right, Patty. They, 201, they tell me, oh, we love the library and we want to make it succeed and make it, the best for the community. So they have all participated, almost all 201, really, been very generous in their support. So I think if you look at this as a fun event for fun and food and games, the raffles are a good part of it too. It's a lot of fun to take your chance and hope that you win. There are 3 major raffles that are worth $500 each. The Dine Orion is one. Mm-hmm. There's the Where Living is a Vacation raffle, which will have items in it such as a day on the lake, a hotel stay, and also a food certificate, so you can have a meal. And then there's a third one. It's what was the third one? Oh, it's like a Pamper Me raffle. I'm working on that, getting that set up. But that will conclude. We hope to have a spa, maybe a salon, something maybe for the men, I'm not sure yet. I'm working on that. But that should be really big. They're going to all be worth $500 each, which is amazing.
Yes, we'll make that happen because I want to buy tickets for that one.
I will. Thanks, Patty.
Thank you. Hi, we're here with Diane. Diane, thank you for joining us.
Sure.
And thank you for telling us a little bit about
the raffles?
About the raffles.
Okay, Mary explained it a little bit. We're going to have basically 2 raffles. One is a large raffle where we're going to have 3 to 4 main prizes that are worth about $500 each. So that's going to be hopefully a good fundraiser for us. And then in addition to that, we're going to have other smaller baskets that will be raffled off during the evening. So there'll be 2 different raffles going on at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, and the businesses in town have been so supportive. The Dine Orion basket that we were doing, where we're collecting gift certificates from all the restaurants in town, it got so large that we're going to have to break it into 2 because it's humongous. So it's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. And then the other one I think Mary explained was we're doing the Lake Orion Where Living is a Vacation, which involves a day on the lake and a hotel night stay and that kind of thing. So. And then something else fun we're going to do at the gala is, for the first time, we're going to play bocce, because we're going to Rome, Italy, and bocce is an Italian game.
Makes sense, yes.
So now Karen, the library director, was a little leery of us actually playing bocce at the library, because if you've seen a real bocce game, they really throw those wooden balls really hard, and she was just afraid somebody's going to get hurt. So we've got some plastic balls that we're going to play with, and we'll have smaller courts, and we're actually going to have the courts be within the stacks at the library. So we'll have probably 3 or 4 courts of, we're calling it Biblioteca Bocce.
That's awesome.
So that should be fun.
Yes, but I also know we're working on so many things at the time that it is important for us to get volunteers. So if somebody is interested in coming and helping us organize, the bocce event should be a lot of fun. So
yes, once we get it figured out, we're going to have the rules posted there. So if you've never played before, it's a pretty simple game, I think, to learn, and it's just for fun anyhow. So it should just be a lot of fun. So if anybody knows how to play bocce and wants to help out, please give us a call.
Yes, please contact a friend.
Yeah.
We need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you, Diane.
Okay, sure.
And remember, the tickets are now available online, or you can get them in person at the library at the circulation desk. They're $40 for one person, or if you're buying tickets for a couple, they're $75. So thank you very much for all your support, and thank you to all the volunteers that are helping us to make this happen. Thanks.
Grazie.
Hello, I'm Mike Bouchard, the Oakland County Sheriff. There's a big problem that faces all the communities in America today, and that's abuse of legitimate prescription drugs. Sometimes they're left in the home when a loved one passes away, or they're in the medicine cabinet for someone else, and a youngster in the home steals it and they abuse it. It's one of the fastest growing drug abuses that we see in our community and across the country. Secondly, we see these drugs oftentimes when they're no longer utilized being flushed down the drain, and we're seeing higher levels of residual pharmaceuticals in our waterways and our streams. So, to solve two problems with one effort, we partnered with Home Instead Senior Care to start a program called Operation Medicine Cabinet to get those drugs out of the homes, out of the hands of youngsters, and out of the waterway, and safely and environmentally destroy them. Learn more about the program at OperationMedicineCabinetMI.com and be part of the solution. Thank you.
Question number 1. In which book do we find a special magic that makes things grow?
On Saturday, March 15th, 241 fifth graders formed 53 teams to compete in the 29th Battle of the Books. The students represented 7 Lake Orion elementary schools and St. Joseph's School. Beginning in November, the students were challenged to read 14 books representing a wide variety of genres. On Saturday, the teams assembled at Scripps Middle School, most dressed in wild and colorful costumes. Library staff took turns reading a total of 50 questions or quotes, and each team had to come up with the book's title and author.
I am seeing kids that love to read or are rediscovering that they love to read, and it just thrills me.
Well, I hope that they have the camaraderie of working together towards being a team and learning from each other, but I also hope that they can inspire themselves to continue reading. It doesn't matter what they read. One thing I love about the battle is that the staff pick books from a variety of genres. We've got nonfiction, poetry, fiction, fantasy, and so there's something in that group that they're going to love, and hopefully they discovered something new. Maybe they discovered something that they've never read before, and I hope that that continues as they go forth.
On Tuesday, March 18th, all 53 teams came together once again, this time at Lake Orion High School's auditorium for an award ceremony. Each team was called up on stage to receive a certificate, and some won special awards for best costume and most spirit. Eventually, it came down to the top 5 teams, and as each one was called up, one team remained. With a perfect score of 100, the winner of the 2014 Battle of the Books was the Native Nerds, representing Paint Creek Elementary. What was your reaction when it came down to the last few teams?
Well, when it came down to the last few teams, I was and I'm pretty sure my teammates were as well. I was are they going to call me third? Are they going to call us second? Are they going to call us first? Are they going to call us for a random award? Or something like that?
Some sort of something.
So what was your reaction when you guys were the last team sitting in the theater? What was your reaction when they finally called you?
Yes, all that hard work had paid off. Yeah, because we all read the books at least 2 times.
I'm sure we all had smiles on our face and we're like jumping and
Yeah.
yeah.
We
kind of knew because they said the answers after, so we were pretty sure that we would win. But just announcing it was nerve-wracking.
It was like it meant the world to us because we studied so hard.
Following the award ceremony, nature photographer and illustrator Rick Leader spoke to the crowd. Leader's book, Step Gently Out, is a collaboration with poet Helen Frost and was one of the 14 books that was included on the Battle of the Books reading list.
Well, it's fantastic that all these kids get to read. For me, the best part of it is that there are so many great books these kids get to read, learn about, and The awards are great. It's great that the kids get rewarded for reading, but the reward itself is just reading great books, and hopefully read them in the future. Keep that passion for reading going.
Leaders' photographs have been used for many book covers. During his presentation, he shared his photographs of insects used throughout the pages of Step Gently Out, many taken right in his own backyard. After his presentation, he met with some of the students and signed copies of the book.
It's saying that you have the most beautiful nature that you can imagine in your own backyard. No matter where you are, no matter where you live, even if you don't have a yard, you can find incredible nature, you can find world-class, beautiful nature vistas just by stepping out in your backyard. You don't have to go anywhere else. We've got it all around us all the time, and so I just want to open people's eyes to see the wonderful world that's around them right here. They don't have to go anywhere else.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Orion at Your Library, and be sure to tune in next time right here on ONTV.